Hello and welcome to the Stephen Tries podcast, episode 20.
Whoa!
Looks like we made it.
2020 podcasts.
That's it. That's
We
it.
can go
What a great
drinking
year
in-
it's been.
Yeah.
We could go drinking in America with the next one.
Yeah.
Max can't because he's banned from the country.
Typical.
I said, you fuck that dog, you'll pay the price.
But I did it. And I'm proud of it.
Today I'm joined by David Reese,
Hello, you alright? Thank you very much.
Tom Cooney.
You alright?
I know they said Tom Looney, but you know he comes in later, doesn't he?
Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah. The laugh there was from Joe McGrath.
Joe McGrath.
He's just had a bump. And Max Smith is with us.
Hello there.
He's got the taste of a Cocker Spaniel's cooch on his breath. But that's old Max for you. This week we're talking about films. Max, do you ever record any of the scandals you get up to?
You know what? It's weird because
You and your dad going twos up on a Rottweiler.
you can't spell climax without iMax. Anyway,
Cream pie, Max.
I've been so excited for today's podcast because, as you know, I'm probably up there with some of the greatest film reviewers ever.
Yeah.
You
To
take the
Grace's
buff
plan.
out of film buff, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ultimate film buff.
And I'm just I've got I'm just going to be spitting straight facts today.
Mate, this is your playground.
That's
We're all
it,
just playing
that's
in
it.
it.
You've probably forgotten more about films than I'll ever know.
I've forgotten a lot of things. Yeah.
First of all, it was my birthday party on Friday.
Well done.
You have to clap me for that.
Congrats.
Broke a lot of lockdown rules. Dave, you were there.
I was there. there.
Great guy.
Thank
Had
you.
a lovely time with you.
Cheers. Cheers.
I've put there. We were singing American Boy.
We was. I can't remember it. Well, it's on the paper.
Yeah, it's got to be true. Dave was the Estelle to my Kanye, or the other way around.
Yeah. Partners in crime, dancing away.
Yeah, we're just having a great
It
time.
was. Half the time it was just me and you on the dance carpet.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you leave either.
Yeah.
Tom, you turned up and
Ah.
and we turned the music down because you just get too wild.
It does.
He
Yeah,
brought a
unfortunately,
pinata and Max was trying to fuck it.
Can't believe the podcast that was meant to be, my time to shine. Oh, I've dropped my soy sauce.
Psyching himself up in the mirror. This is your week, man.
Don't mention the dogs. Don't mention the dogs.
Episode Don't Fuck with Smith.
We do have fun.
So
We do.
I'll tell you what I saw 2 days later. I was crossing the road and I could hear this loud foreign man on the phone in his car. Car was pulled over, so it was fine. And he had his window down. He was just chatting away. And then I saw some guy run around the car and just sort of wave at him. Foreign bloke didn't care. And I thought, who's that? It was Pep Guardiola. He was having a lovely time, yeah.
Day
In
before
the
ban, wasn't
weirdest car, it was like a Volvo, just we'll look out a place and picking up kids from school.
Yeah.
His own kids. I'm not going to libel Pep. But then, of course, he was in such a joyous mood. I realised that the next day, Man City were potentially banned from Champions League competitions for 2 years. Of course, they weren't. But hey, money.
So you think he
talks.
was getting that news then, or he knew?
I think he knew.
Yeah.
Months before.
Yeah.
It's amazing what a few £1 billion can do, isn't it?
It is.
That's
It is.
it, mate.
They only got a £10 million fine in the end, didn't they?
Which does beg the question, they're not guilty.
No. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Tom, what have you been up to?
Watching a bit of Wigan. That was fun last night.
God.
Got to get it in before it all goes away.
Sitting down to watch the boys. Not getting paid. Club's going to disappear soon, but 7-0 up at half time.
Wow.
Insane.
Drink
fun.
it in.
Was that the opposition or Wigan?
Wigan, mate.
Nice.
8-0 overall, wasn't it?
Certainly was.
Good
Yeah.
game.
Really
Fair
good
play.
evening.
Amazing. That's incredible.
Fair play.
Dave, what have you been up to?
Not a lot. Went to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. That was a good laugh. It was great. Went on the big one twice.
Oh.
So they should call it the Big Two.
Is it all back open now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was dead, so you're queuing 10 minutes at most for a ride. It was fantastic.
that's a treat.
Fantastic. Might be getting made redundant from work, but it's just a bit of banter.
Yeah.
So,
I love that sort of stuff.
do you know what I mean?
Don't bother turning up tomorrow.
You might get. He's doing it again. It's like the P45 he sent through last week. What's he like?
When they tase you when you turn up.
Get out.
Fun, isn't it?
Mate, I need the money. Good laughs. But apart from that, it's been great.
Look what's on the screen. Babes tasting your Max.
Perfect timing.
I've come in here to discuss fresh new movies, and I'm being accused.
For those listening, there's an RSPCA advert on the screen.
Dog.
Anyway,
Just dogs.
Max's lipstick has come out. Move on. Max, what have you been up to?
Apart from hanging around the pound, I've been
Pounding at the pound.
I've been just researching for this podcast. Well, you could say I've been researching my whole life for this podcast.
yeah.
But, just been watching some fresh new movies.
Marley and Me.
Makes a change.
Fuck's sake.
Citizen Kane.
Old Yeller. It's not much, to be honest with you.
That's enough of that shit. Let's get into the great podcast that will be films. Naturally, I gaze towards Max Smith here, our film expert.
Hi guys.
Max, what is your favourite film?
Do you know what? It's there's so many to choose from, but I'd say the pinnacle for me has always got to be The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
You know, it's got everything you need from a film. It's got character. It's got story. It's got big name actors.
Yeah.
You know, it's
You
it
don't
kept me
always
thrilled.
need a big name, though, do you?
No.
Sorry?
You don't always need a big name.
Look
Look at Brad Pitt, that's quite a short name.
I thought you'd done
He's
there.
a good one.
Yeah, that's good.
Thanks for watching the Stephen Trice podcast. I'll see you next week.
Or Lassie, even shorter.
Yeah, so yeah, Dark Knight. It's got to be.
Yeah, I'm the same here.
Yeah.
Although I do love the great fun that is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Good film. Great film.
Yeah. Again, another criminal because of truancy.
Who's in that again? Is it
It's the one
Matthew
that,
Broderick.
That's the
Matthew
one.
Broderick? There you go.
He done Lion King, funny enough.
Yeah, he
You know
did.
that?
Yeah.
And
Played
Inspector
Simba.
Gadget.
And Inspector.
And then kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
He's married to Sarah Jessica Parker.
No way.
Tom, what films tickle your fancy?
I'm not the biggest. Well, certainly to this guy anyway.
Wait,
That
Joe.
shaming?
I'm not the biggest.
No, I didn't mean like that.
Oh, sorry.
Get him out.
City of God, big fan of.
Nice.
Never
Really good
seen
film.
it.
Gangster film.
Yeah, it's
South
Brazilian,
Africa,
Brazilian film.
Oh, Brasilia.
So I bought it years ago, but it's in Portuguese. So I just thought like, you know, you've got to be in the mood for a foreign language film. But then I watched it and it was like unreal, best gangster film I've ever seen. So good.
Oh, not
Nice.
seen Green Street 3, have you?
Oh,
No.
Embarrassing.
know your stuff.
Yeah. What about worst film?
Worst film? Don't know.
I'll tell you
don't know.
mine. It's Wall-E.
Wally.
I like Wall-E. Oh, Wally's a fucking hero.
Oh no, I like Wally.
That's fine if you.
I hate the
that
fact in Wall-E. My only issue with Wall-E is that they paint out the future to be this awful world where people are sitting around eating what they want, drinking what they want, watching nothing but hot
And they
new
try and
films.
make out that that's
And
a bad
and that's
thing.
a bad thing. I'm fuming. Make that now. You know, send me off to space in a big lazy Susan chair. Oh, it's a dream.
Was the reason I don't like it was because my friend came to my birthday. Didn't realise it was a party. Rude. So his present to me was to then go to the cinema and watch Wall-E, and I was sat there going, "This is shit." Yeah, so I just watched it. And I was like, I can't get into this. It's just watching someone recycle a plastic can. It's the same shit.
See, it got to me, Wally. It made me cry.
Yeah.
I have to say, like,
It's the bigger picture, you know.
oh mate, it's
larger metaphor, isn't it?
Yeah.
I understand you got to recycle. That's it.
Yeah.
He
Protect the world.
Do you
Speaks a bit
recycle?
like me as well.
Yeah, I recycle jokes on this podcast. Max, what's your least favourite film?
Not the biggest rom-com fan.
Nah, me neither.
You know,
I can appreciate a good rom-com.
I can, yeah.
yeah, good one. Like La La Land was fun, but more of a
Notting Hill.
musical. But
Like, I don't mind a rom-com that's like really heavy on the comedy.
yeah,
Whereas it's a bit.
Can I have an instance of that, please?
Oh, I don't know.
Knocked
Knocked Up's
Up your
quite funny,
bullshit.
innit?
Yeah.
Knocked Up's a funny film.
Yeah,
I guess that's a
great
rom-com.
film.
It's on ITV2 every night. It's like, oh.
I've seen it once.
It's very long.
Yeah.
Yeah, films.
Surprisingly long.
I've watched a lot of films recently, and I go, no need for the last 20 minutes, is
No.
there? There's one called Game Night, I think it was, with Jason
yeah.
Bateman.
Oh,
I watched
yeah.
it, and I was like, oh, they just keep dragging it
It's
out.
the twist, another twist after
Yeah.
twist, and it's
It just didn't get me. The last film that I watched, I thought, oh, that was good, was Knives Out.
Yeah, that
oh,
was
with
meant to be very good.
James Bond. What's his
Daniel
name?
Craig, yeah,
Craig.
yeah,
I
that
haven't
was
seen
good.
it yet. Haven't seen
Roger
it yet.
Moore.
They're all
Big
there.
comeback,
All
yeah.
the greats.
Peak Roger Moore.
Even the Australian one, he was there, wasn't he? You ever seen like Saving Private Ryan?
No, I've not.
That is a great film.
Yeah, I've
Good
seen
movie.
it.
Saving Private
It's a good
Ryan.
film. Yeah.
Forrest Gump. Anything with Tom Hanks
Toy Story.
is a bit of me.
Toy Story.
yeah.
Toy Story 2.
Love it.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Would you watch Saving Private Ryan if he was playing Forrest Gump in the movie?
Oh man, I'd add like a weird twist on it. But yeah.
But Woody.
But Woody, yeah, he's the one they're saving. He's lost his toy. He's like, I've got to go back now, haven't I? Oh.
I've lost my toy in Nazi Germany.
France. Oh no, it is Germany. You're right.
He loves the
Nazi
Don't
France.
try and correct iMax over here when it comes to
No,
films.
I think I'm wrong.
No, you are right. It
What's
was me.
this?
Saving Private Ryan.
It's France.
Oh, it is France.
Yeah, it's D-Day. They stormed the beach in Normandy, so the Nazis have invaded France.
So I was
And,
right.
D-Day for IMAX.
Unless it's a bit of Belgium, I don't know, but I think it's
They
France.
go there, didn't they? Do their thing. But again, great film.
Yeah.
Matt Damon at the end.
Yeah.
What?
Spoilers.
I'll tell
All
you
our
what,
favourite characters.
what I can't stand is horror films. Very few and far between are interesting. I like a thriller. Thrillers are great
I
fun.
love thrillers. That's my
Yeah.
favourite genre, but horror, yeah. I'm a
horror. Unless it was, I don't know, Get Out. Is that classed as a horror?
That is. It
Yeah.
is.
And Us. That was
Haven't
just.
seen Us.
I was constantly on edge for the whole film. It's not enjoy. We had to pause it quite a few times because
Yeah.
I was watching. I was just like, oh, it's never ending. This
Yeah.
constant
knackering.
threat. Yeah,
I don't find them interesting enough, like compelling. It's obviously a lot about the scare and that, but
these aren't scary. It's more. This was more of a thriller, I guess.
The best horror film, in my opinion, is Hereditary. Ever seen that?
I've heard
That
of it.
honestly, you have to have a break halfway through because it's just you're knackered.
Is that with the kid that looks like Lewis Capaldi?
Yeah,
Or the girl. Yeah.
She keeps going all the time. Oh,
Got Tourette's.
yeah. She gets her head knocked off by a post, and like she's hanging her head out a window. She's got an allergic reaction,
Yeah.
so she's trying to breathe.
Yeah.
And her brother's trying to rush her to hospital, and she heads her head out the window, and a pole comes, and you don't expect it, and then he just reverses back and picks his sister heads up and pull it back in
Heads?
the car. Heads. I got my S out. I didn't mean to. Yeah. And then like it's just the fact that they go home and the mum finds the body in the car and then she's screaming. That hurts your heart. The dad's he's having a great time. He's in the bar, one left mouth to feed.
Well, with all the heads that she has. About four.
We got football now, lad. Right side to everything. Yeah. But that scared the living shit out
Yeah.
of me.
yeah, what was that again?
Hereditary.
I think the issue with horror films now is just they're not scary. It's just jump scares. It's just
Yeah.
you'll watch it and then somebody will jump out of a room. And
I am very jumpy.
Yeah.
as you'll know from
Yeah.
living with me. But I think if
That's
you,
it, you know.
like, people were scared when they saw the Thriller video for the first time. Like, if you go right back the first time,
Yeah.
people obviously don't scare as much now.
No.
It's completely different. So
Yeah.
I remember getting scared of Shaun of the Dead when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
My brother was watching it, you know, when they're walking down the alleyway and they're all
Yeah.
dead bodies.
Yeah.
I opened the door, saw it, screamed and ran out. Right. Still, that was last week.
Do any of you just have a film that you've watched and watched and watched, like it's sort of like a comfort to you?
Blazing Saddles. However, it's very racist, so you can't really watch it now without going, can't say that.
Yeah.
But it's good in the sense of they're taking the mick out of the white people, taking the mick out of the black people. So technically, it's taking the piss out of white people.
I've never seen it.
So
It's great.
I'm not one for watching films over and over again, but I do like a good revenge film. And
Oh, The Devil Wears Prada.
took me ages to see Django. Django's sick. I would watch Django again.
Oh, Goodfellas.
Such
as
a
well.
good film.
I've not seen it.
Well, it's the Quentin Tarantino films.
Yeah.
Just,
Great.
yeah, great.
Reservoir Dogs.
Honestly, you'll love Django. It's no Ferris Bueller, but
It's got to be The Room for me.
oh shit, The Room.
Massive fan of The Room.
Well, that's
awful.
The Room is awful, but
It's,
it's a different kind of awful.
yeah.
Like, the thing is, this is a guy that has no business making a film
No.
or acting or anything to do with. Or just anything. It's even speaking to other people.
So you're saying somebody that's out of their depth, being filmed, shouldn't just keep doing what they're doing, because although it might be ironically entertainment, it's embarrassing.
No, I'm not saying.
IMAX on today.
I mean, I don't want to get into it this early because it could change the fabric of the show as we know it.
What would you say the fabric is at the moment? Satin.
Silk. Yeah, lovely silk, yeah.
Whatever it is,
So
it's new and
smooth.
it's fresh. That's all we know.
It's smooth and then it gets to the sandpaper of IMAX. Now, let's bring it back to the cinema. Do you remember that?
Oh, back
To
the
sit in
day.
a room, and sit on chairs like this and
Have
watch
a
a film. Do you remember the first film you watched in the cinema?
No. I do.
Was it black and white?
Back in the day.
It wasn't. It was Lady and the Tramp. Obviously, I had it like my mum and dad and my brother. I was only a small child.
Max wasn't with you, was he?
No.
Good. This popcorn's extra salty.
Give me a second then.
This is the 7th time I've
He only came out today.
Put some pants on, mate.
I think I watched Chicken Run, maybe.
Oh, what a film.
The first
Great
one, yeah.
film. I love the fish. Dodging all the balls and that. He's doing like the rover. Like the fish with the bowl round. Hang on, what did you say? Chicken Run or Chicken Little?
Chicken Run.
Ah, shit, wrong film.
Save that though.
I'm thinking that. Where did the fish go into?
Like with kind of Pixar films or like that kind of animation, there's quite a few that are for kids but with loads of adult stuff in it.
Yeah.
So like Toy Story is amazing. I think it's just one of the best films.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Agreed.
Max, do you remember the first
Mine's
one you watched?
a little known film called The Phantom Menace.
Oh,
Star Wars Episode 1.
Who did you watch that with?
Father,
Yeah.
cousin, uncle. Just a lad's
Oh,
day
he's all
out.
three, is it?
Welcome to Portsmouth. And this is our dog.
Max, what card do you have for the cinema?
Odeon Limitless.
So how many films do you reckon you've seen at the cinema in your lifetime?
So, God, last year, I think I got it. I either got it last year or the year before.
Yeah.
But the first month I got that card, I watched 30 films in the cinema.
Wow, just one a day, or would you go and watch a few at once?
A few at once.
What's the most you've seen in a row?
Like we have like a Saturday day off, you know.
Yeah,
what would you-
I think
what
about
would you do?
5.
What?
Yeah,
That's
it's
a whole day?
Yeah, so basically we got there because they were doing like a
The marathons.
like a marathon.
Yeah.
It was when it was at the Printworks.
Okay.
The Odeon was at the Printworks, so because they had more screens, they could put on just like random shit. You know?
Yeah.
So I watched quite a few films and just in one day, which was as if you've watched the show, you'd know that that's heaven for me. But yeah, so we basically in that 1 month we got our year's worth of films that
Wow.
we said. Yeah, it was good.
Of all the films you've seen at the cinema, because I know like some of the Marvel ones and that,
Yeah.
that you've gone back and seen them. What film have you seen the most times while it's in the cinema?
Endgame, I think.
Oh yeah, 'cause,
Endgame, yeah.
I was with Max just on tour having a great time. And Endgame came out on the Friday, I think.
Yeah.
And obviously I knew Max was really into all these Marvel films.
Yeah.
I just sort of got swept up in the hype about it. I was like, oh, I'll go along and watch it as well. So then Max got about like a 5-minute brief of all these films. Like, how many is there just
At
in
that
total?
time, God, it's like 20 something.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
gave me a brief history of what's going to happen in this film, what I need to know. And then I was in there. We were right on the front row because it was so busy.
Yeah,
The reactions, I've never seen it in a cinema.
it was amazing.
Yeah, where people like at one point somebody picks up a shield, Captain America picks up or a hammer or something.
Yeah, he gets
I didn't
Thor's
have a
hammer.
clue.
Pick some up. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Not just a pen. I'm trying to give it. It's a shield or a hammer here.
He picks his kids up from school like Guardiola.
He gets to see them.
But he, the whole sort of cinema were cheering it and clapping, and I was just sat there like,
It's very,
going on?
very rare that you get anything like that nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, Like you get a few like with like a few of the Star Wars films that have come out. A lot of people booing maybe at The Last Jedi, but with that film, every single time something big happened, the whole audience just went mental for it.
Were you going mental?
Yeah, probably.
He was quite contained. Because I could hear people crying near the end, and I thought, is Max crying? I didn't want to check.
Then he looked at me and went, "I'm going to make you
glaze."
He kicked off the tour.
Hold it together, man.
He's got that lump in his throat.
There was a dog sitting next to him. Fuming.
It's the one you snuck in.
Why have you got that big coat on for, man?
Take it off your lap.
Kids asking, why is that dog leaking?
Fucking hell.
I asked for a slush puppy, not a crush puppy. Yeah, that was mad. The Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. Fuck me. I saw that. Yes, about 5 times I think.
Yeah.
Highest grossing as well.
Done well.
Do you have any great stories from the cinema? Any parties you've been on where they go to the cinema? Any dates?
Saw a woman fall down the stairs.
Is that in the film?
You know, like the stairs as you're walking up.
Yeah.
Oh, it was funny, but she was quite old, so it was like, I
bless
shouldn't laugh. But
You
she
did.
was fine. She was fine. Lost all her popcorn. You got your art, love. You got your hips.
Probably doesn't know. I don't like now that you've got a specific seat number. I used to like just sit wherever you want, wherever's free, just sit there. Because where you've got a specific seat number, a lot of people still don't give a shit. They'll just sit wherever.
Right.
And then there's people coming in late. And it's just all these. There was an argument last time I was at the cinema. Not with me, but
With yourself.
it was just like, just sit wherever there's a free space.
You've always had seats though, I'm pretty sure. Have you not? Like,
No,
back in
not
the
in
day,
mine.
but
I
like,
know what you mean.
I guess if you go into busy films, like
I think
Avengers and
it's
stuff, you're going to have to.
I think it's only if it's going to be a packed cinema. Do you remember Paranormal Activity?
Yeah.
Halfway through the film, somebody got a phone call and just took it on loudspeaker.
Oh.
And the worst thing is, everyone was more interested in that than the actual film. There's about 30 people just laughing at this one guy, and I'm like, hello, I've paid £5 to watch this movie.
I think that's the highest grossing film ever based on the percentage of what it cost to make.
Really?
And what
It cost like
cost nothing.
pennies.
What Blow Witch?
But Paranormal Activity was like, I think that was probably more.
Yeah, I read it. My research for Tom Looney takes me right down the rabbit hole.
Once me and my mate went to the cinema and it was empty. So basically they went, you buy a ticket, you get your number and everything, but just sit wherever you like.
Yeah.
And we sat, you know, the premium seats, they're extra fluffy and everything. So we sat in there, no one was there, literally no one. And there was it was me and him and a couple come in. And we sat in the exact seat that they paid for.
Oh, fuck off.
And I was like, literally, mate, it's empty. You don't need to sit here. We've just sat here.
Were there only
like,
2 premium seats in there?
and they were gold.
Literally paid extra for these, mate. You know, I hate to be a dick.
He was like, could you move? I was like, you having a laugh? All right, yeah, I suppose, but...
So you sat right
next to him, just staring at him. Couldn't enjoy the film. It was Hunger Games, the third one, so...
Yeah.
No wonder it was empty.
Have you ever been on Have you ever been on a movie date?
I have,
Yeah, but it's not really a date because my girlfriend has a different taste in movies to me. I love a comedy. She's more, like a drama, thriller kind of thing. But we went to watch. It wasn't a drama or thriller; it was a rom-com. But it was A Star Is Born.
Oh yeah.
Is that what's his name?
And Lady Gaga.
Bradley
Cooper's film.
That's quite a sad film towards the end. And she was crying at that, and then there's another film called Instant Family, which is actually a bit of a tearjerker, but she was crying at that. I think when we got to watching The Grinch, the cartoon version, she might have cried at that. Might have just been she realised she was on a date with me. But that Grinch was awful.
Me and Jenna like going on cinema dates, and we're quite different in films as well. She likes shit films, and I like good ones. So anytime she recommends a film, I'm like, nah. But she recommended one good one to me once. Red 2 it was.
Yeah.
Red 2. Went to see that. It was really good.
A little bit of fun.
Yeah. Very good film.
The last film I went to see in the cinema was on a date, and it was The Invisible Man.
So you were dating?
Surely I must get him for free.
Is that with your now girlfriend?
Yeah.
So was it a first date?
No. Probably like a third.
Fair enough.
I
Is
don't
that the
think.
James Gunn one? The Saint Gunn?
No.
Oh, that's Burning Man. Getting the films wrong.
The weird pedo guy.
Should we have a hot slice of Stephen Lies now?
Sure.
Stephen Lies. Tom,
Yeah.
you are on a hot streak of having your pants pulled down. This week, you are our detective again. Third time's a charm, okay?
I'm not good at. I second guess myself.
Just go with your instinct.
Oh.
So, myself, Max, and Dave have 3 great stories.
Okay.
1 truth, 2 lies. Who do you want to go first?
Okay.
Dave.
Okay. I once had an allergic reaction in a cinema.
Go on.
I had an altercation with a manager when I dropped my popcorn all over the floor.
Stephen.
I had to sneak something terrible into the cinema.
All right then. Go on, Dave. Do you want to expand on yours a little
Yeah,
bit?
well, I thought I was buying original flavoured popcorn.
Yep.
But it turns out it was orange flavoured popcorn. So, and I'm allergic to citrus fruits. So I was eating the orange flavoured popcorn, thinking nothing of
Are you
it.
drinking an orange Lucasade?
No.
Right now?
Just looked at it.
Right, next.
So far, so
next.
Jazzy
Things are finally working out for Inspector Tom. I'm still going to get it wrong. I've rolled the dice. It's now 50-50.
Tom, I had to sneak this horrible light blue shirt into the cinema, and I hate light blue shirts.
I'll make that up. That sounds good. That's understandable. The only time I bring in my own fucking drink is the only time it's about fucking lie. Oh,
What is original
God.
popcorn?
Exactly. That's what I mean. I was thinking
thinking
sweet and
salt,
salted.
sugar.
I just saw it out of the corner of my eye before.
Oh, mate. I feel stupid.
Fuck me.
Mate, when you come up against a detective who's been burnt before.
Who's in a background
Oh,
check on
mate.
us this week?
Let's hear about your altercation.
Damn it.
Oh, basically, I bought some popcorn and I spilled it on the floor, and I went, "Can I get another one, please?" And the manager went, "No." I was like, "Oh, all right."
Did you offer to pay for it, or?
Well, no, I'd already paid for it, but I turned around and spilled it.
How did you spill it?
Well, because I picked it up and went, "Oh."
Okay, so it wasn't like you were tripped or you.
No, it was purely my fault.
Okay.
But I was an Odeon Limitless member, and I thought I should get some free popcorn.
Yeah.
Respect, yeah.
Okay. A bit arrogant.
Was this when I was with you?
Yeah,
Because we went to watch Shazam, and I was
this was at the. We went to a place in
Oxford. It was, yeah.
and there was like a really weird little sort of multiplex.
Right.
Opposite, there was a football ground. there.
Oxford United was there.
Is it?
I don't know anything about. I didn't know Oxford
Classic.
United was a team. I don't see why Oxford should have a team.
No.
Weird little town.
But
So
not my story.
so just to clarify, you had an altercation, which was you saying,
Altercation's probably
can I
too
have some more
strong a
popcorn?
word.
And he said, no.
oh, assuming the
Okay.
manager's a he.
Oh!
Discriminatory.
Cancelled.
Was he?
Cancelled.
Was he a he?
Yep.
Stephen, you had to sneak something at the cinema, is that right?
Yes, something disgraceful.
Go on.
I was going to the cinema with my mum and my sister. It's a great birthday. And you know, we looked forward to sneaking treats in.
Yeah.
However, my mum was on some sort of health kick and said, no, we're going to take these sandwiches in, which is, you know, shit anyway. But then when the egg and cress sandwiches, I was like, well, you can't sneak egg in. Because as soon as you... And the cinema was fairly busy. And obviously the smell of egg was just wafting round.
What was the film?
The Emperor's New Groove. I don't know.
So there's a lack of detail in some respects. Like it's obviously not a pertinent memory.
No.
I made my decision.
Wow.
I think it's Max.
It
Say.
was Dave.
I got you.
He's very sick
flavoured
right now.
It's actually you.
No.
Fuck me.
We got a paramedic
Contains
outside.
no real orange.
I can't believe that.
And I still didn't get it. Ah.
I think I've dropped popcorn.
Yes.
That was Stephen.
I think you would ask for more.
Stephen's sweet little
I
lies.
don't think you'd take it lying down.
Tom, it's embarrassing at this point.
See, I thought.
You've had 3 attempts and there's 3 to pick from. You should have got it by now on the law of averages. Anyway, more about this egg and cress sandwich, guys. Brown bread.
Oh,
What?
God.
Yeah, not ideal. Max, you were telling me the other day.
I'm so annoyed at myself. Sorry.
It's fine.
I knew you wouldn't. You wouldn't ask the manager for more popcorn if you yourself had dropped it.
Do you like how I pretended I knew I was part
Yeah,
of
that was
it?
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that nearly got me.
It sort of made me think that actually.
And I knew.
That was me undoing Tom's buttons there, and then you just went like that. Yeah. It's classic.
Happens all the time.
We should do that to the police more often. Just pull the pants down. New segment. Look out for that. Joe, you know the police, don't you? Joe, when you were there for 5 films, which is probably at least 10 hours,
Yeah.
would you buy any cinema snacks or just?
The only thing I'd buy from the cinema, because the prices are insane.
Yeah.
There was a period of time where I'd buy the nachos because
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed the nachos, or the Tango Ice Blasts.
Oh, I can't go wrong.
That's a
B5
very,
Yeah.
that's probably a big
It's a
selling
treat.
point for cinemas anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd just go to the co-op and just buy about 4 meal deals and
Fair play.
just have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, you get a
mean,
bag
it's
of
not,
Haribo from the cinema is £3.
You're
Yeah.
not obliged to pay for it. I guess people are. Is it like a myth that?
No, I have had people search me before,
Right. Okay.
but they would search the bag I was wearing,
Right. Okay.
and they wouldn't search the pockets.
Imagine if you had to go through like an aeroplane thing. Not an aeroplane, but like the thing they have at an aeroplane.
Oh,
Yeah, like
metal
a TSA
detectors.
metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
But just
to the
text,
left.
just detect E
sweets.
numbers.
See, my dad always used to sneak in like little sweets and drinks and everything. But you go, no, got to give them their due. We'll buy some popcorn here.
Yeah.
Get them like, make it. So if you go in there, I don't look suspicious then. If I've bought something off them, they ain't going to check me.
Yeah.
So I buy a large popcorn, and then that'll just do us. Got a load of Cokes and everything in our pockets.
They understand the game. don't they?
Exactly. Like, my dad was, he was on it. Right on it.
I remember one time I was watching a film. I got to the end of the film and I realised I hadn't eaten the stuff I brought with me. I was like, wow, that's a good film. It might have been Toy Story. No, Monsters Inc. Something like that.
Oh, Monsters.
Yeah.
Great film.
The amount of times I've snuck in chocolate and I'm about to dig into it and it's melted everywhere.
Oh,
You know, you're just there with a big sticky brown mess. Cue the dog fucking jokes.
just have a little plastic bag of that.
Poop scooper.
Yeah, I remember when I was going to the cinema with Max, we were talking about sneaking sweets in, and I said, just stick this Toblerone up your arse. He said, I can't. There's a corgi up there. That's just classic. What else have we got here on this list of... Oh, I once went to a movie premiere in Leicester Square. Max snuck his guide dog. More like his bride dog, am I right, Max? So I went down to London to film something for XO, and we were doing Tri Sports News.
Yeah.
And I'd been wearing a white shirt because I was being a presenter. And then Lawrence got a call really late in the day saying, "Oh, there's a premiere, like a movie premiere tonight. We've got 2 tickets. Do you want to go?" And he was like, "Yeah, Stephen, do you want to go?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." So we've been filming all day, and I just stank because I've been moving about. Yeah. I had this white shirt, so I had like black pants and a white shirt and a little backpack, and we just went off to the premiere at Leicester Square. So we had to walk down the red carpet and everything. I think it was for Tomb Raider.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember you
The
saying.
new one.
Yeah. So we got there early, thank God. So no one was asked. I think we'd have been asked anyway.
We beat the pap.
The guys from Tri Sports News. But we just went straight in, and then we were in the cinema, and they were like, we tried to go back out to see what was going on, see the like the film stars arrive. They're like, you can't leave again. I was like, oh God. So we were in there about an hour early. Just sat there, and it was just boring waiting. You'd see people come in, yeah. And then before the film started, the director, the star of the film, I forget her name, but she was very beautiful. I remember looking at her going, "That's why you're a film star." She can also act, but just radiated talent.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Was the film any good?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Who
was the other woman?
Angelina Jolie.
That's the one. She was. I like her.
Is she your favourite actress?
No, I just like her.
She's an actress.
I was wondering what. My favourite actress would probably have to be Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh
from
yeah.
Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Just because she's a good actress and she seems like a nice person in real life.
Yeah. What are you? Favourite actor or actress?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
he's one of those. I don't think about him a lot, but every film he's in,
Yeah.
it's just incredible.
Isn't he in the films? The films he's in have grossed the most. Like,
Oh yeah,
I
probably.
think he has the record for
Yeah.
that.
Well, he's in like all the Avengers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Quentin
Spider-Man,
Tarantino
yeah.
films.
Jazz.
So yeah,
They,
nothing but hits, baby.
I remember watching, I think Training Day with Denzel Washington, and I was just like, God, he's good.
He is. Denzel.
The best performance is probably Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
So who's your? So I'm assuming that's your favourite Joker.
Yeah.
Who's Who would be next?
Next favourite Joe Pasquale's funny, isn't he?
I'd love to see him in it.
Jack Nicholson.
It's annoying because my favourite Joker isn't actually Heath Ledger, it's Mark Hamill.
Oh, and the animation.
The animated
Yeah,
one, yeah.
yeah.
He's
I grew up. Fucking grew
talking
up.
about how The Dark Knight's your favourite film and you're telling me to grow up.
It's your favourite
Right,
film, you
come on,
bloke.
come on.
Talking about me fucking talking.
Let's not do this. Let's not do
Joking.
this. Yeah.
I've already got one enemy on the podcast. I don't need another. He's the best one. The worst one's fucking Jared Leto. What the?
Oh, yeah.
That's
I didn't
awful.
see
Yeah, yeah.
We was talking about that earlier, weren't
Yeah.
we? Just, he's
That's awful. That's embarrassing.
yeah, shambles.
Embarrassment.
What do you think of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible. That's an
Haven't seen
amazing
that
film.
Yeah, that was not as... I didn't enjoy it as much as The Dark Knight, because I like a bit
No.
of action.
It was a bit of an artsy film, wasn't
Yeah.
it? It was an artsy take.
Yeah.
It was
Big
all right.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Didn't blow me
My
away.
main
Didn't blow
issue
me
with
away.
that is that Batman's too young in it.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like he's talking
that's
to
not my main
It's
issue,
like, oh,
yeah.
Batman's gonna, fight this guy. Batman's like what, 10 years old in the film? He's like 30.
Yeah.
So what, Batman's gonna be fighting a 50-year-old man? It's like, no thanks.
Um,
Want to see that in Joker 2?
well, one performance I really liked was Christian Bale in is it American Psycho.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
just good.
It became a comedy. Well,
Did.
I guess it is a comedy in a way. Just how absurd he is. It was. I really enjoyed that.
Do you know,
He killed Jared Leto, didn't he, in it?
Yeah,
He
good.
played the
Yeah.
Joker.
Yeah.
apparently, he based that on watching, or he said one of the things that inspired it was watching Tom Cruise do that interview on
Oprah.
Oprah,
Yeah.
where he's like just got this
Jumping on the sofa.
loads of joy, but dead behind the eyes, and
Yeah.
just was really weird to watch. And he kind of
Got it off that.
Bit like Looney Cooney.
Insane.
yeah, this is it, mate. So dead behind those eyes.
And
There's a pain in there.
yeah, I bet you've missed being on Oprah as well. Bloody Corona. When I say he's been on Oprah, I mean purely sexually. He's not been on the show. Should we turn to iMax? This is the big one.
Hi,
right?
Stephen.
You know, you've had your hit and misses, but this needs to be the biggest hit yet, and I imagine it will be because this is your Mona Lisa.
I've got an apology to make. Over the last couple of months, there's been some debate whether IMAX does review the freshest, newest movies. And today's movie, basically, I've got a recording for today, and it was taken a few months ago, just after my first ever review on this very podcast of Love Actually. I was invited to Hollywood to star in a movie.
Wow, you kept this quiet.
Well, it's
I mean, we've been struggling for anecdotes today.
I thought I'd save it. But I just want to apologise to Tom because today's movie isn't fresh and new. As I said, this recording was from February.
Look, I don't mind what you do. It's just that you claim it to be fresh and new, and it often isn't.
Yeah,
But it's still,
it's not as fresh.
I enjoy your
it's
segment.
Not-
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm excited for this
Well,
because
thank you.
Of all the weeks, this is the one, isn't it?
Yeah, no, this is my time to shine. Yeah.
Let's take it away.
Welcome to the IMAX experience. Enjoy the show.
Oh boy, I've finally hit the big time. My IMAX review has been eaten up by the Hollywood elite, and I've been invited to act in the hit movie Limelight. I can't believe my luck. I'm sorry, director, I forgot where I was for a moment. It's not every day a young reviewer is invited to act in the hit movie Limelight. Shut up! I'm fuming, lad. I'll be in my trailer if you need me. Phew, I need a hand with all this acting stuff. Oh look, it's Oscar-winning actor of stage and screen, Charlie Chaplin.
Just call me Charlie.
Of course, sir. I mean Charlie, LOL.
Comedy.
Don't you know it? It's wit and humour like this that lets me get really in depth with my fresh new movie reviews. Also, it helps I have...
A lot of brains here.
Don't you know it? More than that loony cooney with his segment. Don't need brains to type craziest coincidences into Google and write down whatever list comes up first, do you?
Oh, no.
Whereas with iMax...
It's more of an art.
Oh, Charlie, I'm so glad we're on the same wavelength. Touch my skin, G.
Yes.
Oh, look, here's my trailer, and I don't mean a short commercial for a new movie, LOL.
Comedy.
Don't you know it? Please have a seat, Charlie. It's so refreshing to be sitting next to someone who isn't a Google addict. What must be going through his mind when he's writing down those lists? I wonder.
Well, I'm a very, very lazy man.
Don't you know it? I, on the other hand, have to watch fresh new movies like Love Actually.
I know you've seen it, and I appreciate your review.
So do many others around the world. I wonder how many.
40 million.
Don't you know it? I wonder what sort of freak would listen to Looney Cooney and enjoy it.
That I didn't know such a person exists in real life.
I shudder to think of them. I'm sad I have to sit through it once a week.
You know, you've suffered.
I'm so glad we met, Charlie. Can I ask what you think of iMax this week?
That beautiful, slick, modern...
What a legend. Oh look, it's the Stephen Tries podcast on my laptop. I wonder where I paused it.
Yeah, so I just thought I'd have a look around for some of the wacky jobs out there.
Stop! I've had enough! I've had enough!
Haven't we all?
Wow.
Max, this was your chance to review one of your favourite movies of all time.
Ramblings of a delusional man.
You had your complete, choice of anything you wanted,
Yeah.
and yet you just take pop shots
Yeah.
at Tom Looney for, 2.5 minutes?
It makes you seem really insecure. You're fat.
I mean,
Sounded like a cry for help.
I mean, you've probably never heard this before, but what a waste, okay?
Yeah.
Real letdown here. You spend your week probably, prowling through the park. Meanwhile, you should have been working on this. Should have been giving us a fresh new movie review. You mentioned fresh about 20 times there.
Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin isn't fresh.
it's got fresh humour. And this week we're sponsored by...
Hey.
Shoulder.
You're not
We're not
sponsored.
sponsored. Get the fuck out, Max.
Wrapped in foil for freshness, just like
Get
the
out.
movies.
We're not angry, just disappointed.
I'm angry.
Oh, Steve's angry.
Piss off.
Get out, boo.
Waste of a chair.
Boo.
Sorry, guys.
That's alright, mate. That's
The thing is,
Viewers.
his segment has the opportunity to be more dynamic.
It does.
Looney
like you
Cooney's
say.
just a little bit of fun, just
Yeah.
for a
Have a bit of a laugh.
couple of minutes out,
Yeah.
some facts,
Entertaining
obviously
trivia.
Yeah. There's less research I don't know now.
His doesn't educate or entertain.
No.
He just goes through and finds these, weird interviews and clips them up.
He goes,
Freak.
All that'll be funny. All that'll be good.
It's not, though,
Says
is it?
But
no
at some
one.
point every week, this is a guy that refers to himself either in his introduction or in the clip itself as a film reviewer.
Yeah.
Like, take Bug's Life out of the equation. I can't remember the last time he's reviewed a film.
Moron. I want less of the moron.
Hi, hello there.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello?
this is one Rocksteady podcast. Hi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, hi, my name's Phil. I'm just the #1 producer, director / writer in the Manchester area.
Fuck off, Phil!
Fine. I'm going to go pick my pooch up from the front.
So long.
Oh, no.
My favourite one so far.
What on earth was that?
It's been a tough day.
God.
You think you could just talk about films, have a bit of fun with your friends.
But no.
Idiots come in. Here's a question for you. If you could have a film that hasn't been made, what would you make? Maybe a sequel to something?
Oh, good question.
I mean, it's not a film, but this whole Sunderland Till I Die
Oh, yeah.
has been
the
interested on
documentary.
Netflix.
Yeah.
It's got film potential. What's going on at Wigan at the moment, that's definitely...
Yeah. So, okay, different question for you. If
Yeah,
you could
go
see
on.
the behind the scenes of any team this season, who would it have been? Because Tottenham have done it, which would be interesting.
Yeah. And I watched a bit of Cities 1 because it was on Amazon.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Hello, guys.
Max, have you thought about what you've done?
Yeah.
You going to apologise to Tom?
I just want to apologise to all the viewers out there that probably thinks that me and Tom are having a bit of a issue with each other.
Well, you are. It's quite evident.
So you've apologised to the viewers for an issue with me. You don't apologise to me and you want me to...
Tom, I'm very sorry.
You know, me and Dave don't want to sit here watching two good friends just go at each other.
I was all set up for a great podcast. You know, I've got a guy here that's, you know, what he doesn't know about movies isn't worth knowing.
Yeah.
And it's a film podcast, and I just wanted to sit back and be educated.
Yeah.
And enjoy it. And it's been bitter.
You've used your links with Charlie Chaplin to bring Tom down.
I think the issue is that, you know,
good.
a lot of me and Charlie's conversations did centre around the podcast. He's a massive fan.
Narcissist, aren't you, though?
Yeah.
Don't ask him about his day.
Well, you know, he's probably too bored with talking about himself to all the paps.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, he does a lot of interviews, apparently.
Right. Look, Max, we're going to move on now. Quick question for you. If you could have a sequel to any film that hasn't been made, what would you pick?
Good question. I would love to see Spider-Man 4.
Is that getting made?
Of the Tobey Maguire one.
Yeah.
The original Spider-Man 4.
Meant to have the Vulture,
The
wouldn't
Vulture,
they?
yeah.
Had a lot of Spider-Mans though, haven't we?
But
Tobey Maguire's number one.
Been a lot of Spider-Mans.
watch football every week, you know.
That's 1-1.
So,
Ask me some football questions.
okay. Yeah, Spider-Man 4.
Now let's move on to a sweet little segment called David Raves.
It's Dave's Raves.
Dave's Raves.
Gotta get those Dave's Raves.
He's angry. Or inquisitive, you know.
So, this week, I've actually linked it to to the theme.
Oh,
just
Maybe,
this
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Just this one.
It's great when you can do that.
I know.
I didn't think it was so difficult, but
I just get so flustered. So yeah, my first one, angry, makes me annoyed, is when people talk over films. You know, when they ask you questions, and you've been watching exactly the same amount of time as they have.
Oh yeah.
But I must say, I was quite bad at it. I still am quite bad for it. But it annoys me when other people do it to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can do it,
But they can't.
but they can't.
That's it.
That's the truth.
That's my nutting. It's like, oh, who's he then? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been watching exactly the same as you have. I've just met him myself.
Also, it's annoying when they ask those questions, and it's like, I know, like if you know the answer, if you've watched a film before, and they're like, "Oh, who's that?" You can tell them and spoil the whole film for them.
Exactly.
Who killed him? Are you kidding?
I guess
What's
it's
in
kind
the
of
box? It's his wife's head. Okay, what do you want more? What do
if
you
it's a
want?
confusing film, you know, and someone is not quite sure, I get it. Stop it for a sec, just to so you know, bring everyone up to speed.
Bring it up,
But when
yeah.
people aren't really watching, and then
On
they
their
ask
phones.
questions on the phones and stuff, you know,
Look up.
yeah.
What are your thoughts on
Infuriating.
people that make, predictions during the film?
See, again, I do that.
I do it.
But again, I don't say it out. But it annoys me if I get it right and I haven't said it
Yeah.
out because I knew that was going to happen. I'm like, yeah, of course you did. I did. I just didn't want to ruin it. For example, I'm a Legend. I was like, that dog's going to die, innit? And then it did.
To be fair, you say that at most films.
He's going to die, innit? Oh no. But then I get really annoyed if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I can't watch it anymore. Oh shit, ending now. I ain't watching this crap. But another bit of Dave's raves. It's just like a thought I've ever had. Is have you done have you ever been the first person to do something?
Ooh.
So people win races like running races. Yeah, they come first. But were they the first person to ever win a running race?
This
Do you
is
know
it.
what I mean?
That's it.
So in this room, has anyone ever done that before?
I imagine they might have.
Or am I the first person?
Get your knob out and do it.
Stuff like that, it's inventive. Am I the first person? I was swinging.
Yeah.
In my kitchen, I've got
Swinging?
swing it like
What you do in your own home?
swing. I've been so there's two wooden things in my kitchen, and I hold on to
Spoons.
it, and I'm swinging on it like I do, where you put your hands down, you go like and I was thinking in my house, I was like, am I the first person that has ever done this in this house.
Your poor fucking girlfriend. She comes in from work.
Like, what are you
Dave,
doing?
have you done the dinner?
I knew there was something.
No,
I was just
but
been-
even better. I've had a
Jenna,
thought, alright?
Have you ever done this before? No, I haven't. Yes.
Yes, I have,
Dave. Like, you got the first man to walk on the moon. That's all great. That's all well and good.
So, Dave, what would be your dream thing to do first?
But I don't know. I haven't really thought that
Walk
far
on a
ahead.
planet, maybe? Would that
Walk
be
on
cool?
Mars or
Ooh,
Jupiter. Because apparently you can like swim in Jupiter. Can't
Jupiter's
you?
not got a solid
Is
floor,
that
you
not
just
the
fall
one?
right through
That's,
and
that's
die.
what I might be on
die.
about.
Yeah.
But like the gas giant, innit?
Yeah.
Walk like actually, I'll tell you what my one want to be. If I could go on one of the rocks that that circles Uranus or whatever it
A
is.
moon, one of your
Hemorrhoid.
moons.
Yeah. Just lie back on one of them.
Lovely.
Be the first person to do that.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And who was the first person to try a pineapple?
Yeah.
Right.
Only
this
on
building.
Dave's raves do you get these sort of questions.
And how many times did they have to try milk to get it right?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
this is it.
Get it right.
I'm
Right,
glad,
I
I'm
don't
glad I
think
was
there's
born
a
at
choice.
this point.
And
When
not
you've passed all that
try
shit.
and milk
Yeah.
out. Like,
And there's poisonous berries. Yeah, the poor people that
Exactly.
tried
Well,
them.
wasn't milk like humans couldn't even ingest milk? Or
that's
something?
why you get
Like,
diabetes. Not diabetes.
Lactose intolerance.
intolerance.
Yeah.
Apparently, we had to build up a tolerance for milk.
Yeah, most people are
Over
like
the years.
do have it to a degree, and if you were to cut it out for a while, you'd probably really struggle to reintroduce it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's not.
Goes right through
Your
me,
stomach doesn't
chocolate.
naturally break it down.
Because my girlfriend's gluten free, I keep
Oh, of course, yeah.
having to have a bit of gluten just to
Keep
don't
up
want to wean off it.
Yeah,
Um,
don't blame you.
is that Dave's rave?
That's
Ah,
Dave's rave.
beautiful.
Dave's rave.
So you do a
Thank you.
segment.
Always gets me thinking.
Thank you. See, that's what
You
I'm
can
here
learn,
for.
yeah.
And I love how you
Taking
didn't
notes.
attack anyone else. you know?
Exactly. I
Yeah.
keep it nice and polite.
Yeah. Tom,
Yeah.
following from Dave's raves, could we please have a little bit of TL?
Yeah,
Tom
of course you
Mooney.
can.
What's your jingle, Tom?
So this week, cheers, thank you. I kind of
Looney.
He's mental.
this segment, we just like to have a little bit of fun. So what I've done this week is just put a little bit of a quiz together for our resident movie buff,
Oh.
just to kind of because this is a guy that, and he's
Okay.
and he's given us an insight into movies through the ages
Yeah,
over the last few months.
not through the
In the
ages.
1940s.
Exactly. So I've kind of this is a wide spectrum. So this isn't for your everyday kind of film goer.
Sure.
They're a little bit tricky, and let's see how he does. It's 12 questions.
Okay.
Is there a prize?
I reckon there should be, but you bring it in next week.
I'll tell you what,
surprise
being a movie buff, if you get, what should we say, 8 out of 12?
8
Yeah.
out of 12. That's a
Over
good
over
number.
2/3, then everyone that's listening to the podcast at this point gets £1,000
Hey, no.
from Joe McGrath.
And if he fails, maybe I can take over. IMax.
There we go, yeah. Tom takes over.
I won't be performing it. I'll just write it, and you'll have to front it up.
I like that.
Likewise.
Fair enough.
likewise.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So
Fair
you
enough.
ready?
Yep.
Question 1. What was the first movie ever to be rated PG-13?
I'm gonna say the hit movie Toy Story. It's not, but
Okay. The answer was Red Dawn. Question 2. 3 Pixar movies to date feature bloopers at the end. Can you name them movies?
Toy Story 2, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 3.
It was Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Was completed the trio. Close, but no cigar.
Lucky, mate.
Yeah. Okay. This one's going back a little bit. Question 3. In what movie did John Wayne first call someone Pilgrim?
Yeah, True Grit.
No, the answer was The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
Okay.
Lucky man.
Who?
Tricky one.
0 for 3.
Okay, it's not for...
Yeah, you need this one to keep the dream alive, mate.
Okay. Question 4. What was George Lucas' original name for Indiana Jones before he was persuaded to change it by Steven Spielberg?
Come on, Smith.
Max Smith.
Close. It was Indiana Smith.
Yeah, never heard of him.
Should we give him half a point for that?
Yeah.
Half a point.
Half man.
Okay.
So you need these
Proud of you, mate.
Okay.
these next 8.
Right, according to the American Film Institute, what is the #1 most inspirational film of all time?
Casablanca.
No, it's A Wonderful Life, the Christmas classic.
great
yeah.
film.
Yeah.
What is the number of the bus in Speed?
6.
The answer is 2525. Okay.
Should we keep going until you get one right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't want people to doubt your.
This isn't
movie
working. Yeah,
knowledge.
sorry, I was kind of hoping
Hard
this would be a
questions.
celebration of. In The Shawshank Redemption, where in Mexico does Andy say he dreams of living?
Tahiti.
The answer is Zihuatanejo in Mexico.
That's easy stuff.
Never
mate.
seen that.
Yeah, I
movie.
thought that was a bit of an
Great
easy
film,
one.
that.
Okay, this one should be quite easy. Who wrote the book on which The Godfather is based?
Can you phone a friend?
Yeah.
Do you want to phone me?
Yeah.
Roald Dahl.
I'm going with that.
Okay, that's incorrect. The answer was Mario Puzo.
Okay.
Okay. What is the name of the device used to facilitate dream sharing in the movie Inception? Obviously, it's a longer thing, but it has an abbreviation, so you should be able to get that.
The Inception device.
The answer is a passive device.
Remember before when you got the surname of Indiana Smith? That was good.
It's half there.
What film was voted greatest foreign language movie of all time by a group of BBC critics in 2018?
Et tu m'aimes tambien.
The answer was the Japanese classic Seven Samurai.
Never heard of it.
According to Walt Disney, what scene in his classic princess movies was his favourite ever piece of animated work? There was one scene and he said it was his favourite piece ever animated. What was that
Can
scene?
you just name the film?
It's in the film Snow White, and it's the dwarves mining underground.
It's actually from Cinderella, and it's when Cinderella's dress transforms from rags into a white ball gown. It was kind of new.
That is a nice
and it was a
moment.
really nice moment, and yeah.
Not heard of
Okay, that did not go how I thought it was going to go.
Tom Mooney there.
How many films do you prefer the second film to the first?
Ooh.
So, for example,
good for you.
me, The Dark Knight, obviously
Yeah.
the best Batman. Shrek 2, the best
Yeah.
Shrek. Terminator Judgment Day, the best
Yeah.
Terminator. I can't think of any more.
Hostel 2.
Rush Hour. There's a.
Rush Hour. Oh no, I don't
three.
like
I
Rush
like
Hour
three.
2. Rush Hour 3
Might
is
not be
good.
better than the original Rush Hour though. Got
Rush
Austin
Hour.
Powers.
Austin Powers, Goldmember.
There's some
Great.
good
A lot
ones
of
there.
people
Great.
prefer Godfather 2.
Yeah.
See,
say
I've
that.
heard
I think as good as Godfather 1 is, it kind of plays out. I don't think it has the twists and turns of Godfather 2.
Home Alone 2 in New York. I
Yeah.
think that's
Yes,
really good.
yes,
That's
true
fine.
that, true that.
All Dogs Go to Heaven 2.
102 Dalmatians. Marley and Me, the third.
He died at the end of the first one.
He's
Marley and
born.
Max.
It's in a world of zombies.
Guys, if you're still listening, then tell us what films
fucking
you
credit
prefer
to
the
you.
sequel of. the
so
Hunger
sorry.
Games,
Second
some
one.
of those, some of those are good.
that.
The first is fun as well.
Do you like the
Anyway,
Hunger Games?
Harry Potter's.
Avengers. Would you say that some of the later ones are better than the first
Ooh,
Avengers?
that's tough. The last two,
Infinity War.
Infinity War and Endgame,
Yeah.
were amazing.
War. Great.
Yeah, not an Avengers
Don't
film,
bring that,
but you
I
know,
believe it did that.
Me and Max can't wait for Shazam 2.
fuck me, that was awful. Shazam was awful.
Yeah.
And there's people that like it, and you just want to tell them to shut the fuck up and get a good sense of movie knowledge.
You did it.
Why
the
don't
cinema,
you
didn't
watch the Stephen Tries podcast and listen to some great new fresh movie reviews?
Of the
But
year.
please don't watch Stephen
From our
Tries
resident
podcast, the
movie
movie.
It's a
Sponsored
rip-off.
this week by Choda Soy Sauce.
Yeah.
In
Do you have a
foil
discount
for
code?
freshness, just like my movie reviews.
Max, do you have a discount code for?
Yeah, if you go to the Choda website and type in boy sauce _ Max, you'll get 30% on your next order.
Is it good
30%
sauce?
on.
Don't like me.
It's more expensive.
So have we got any problems
Of
for
course,
Max?
of course. Right, okay. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
Are you
ready.
alright?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Dear Stephen, Max, Tom and Dave, my name is Rob and I'm from the Netherlands. I've been in a long-distance relationship for 3 years now, and the plan was to move in together with my girlfriend after this summer. She's now gotten a job in Germany, though, which seems pretty good for her future career, but if she takes this offer, it means we still can't live together and have to stay long distance for a longer time. I want to ask Max for his advice. What would you do in this situation? On one side, I want to support her and tell her to take this opportunity, but on the other side, I just want her to move in with me so we can finally be together.
I don't understand why she has to move in with you. I don't know what's so great about the Netherlands that you don't want to leave. Why does she have to leave wherever she's from and go join you?
Pothead.
Sure. Yeah, makes sense now. Stay where the weed grows plentiful.
Yeah.
Ditch the girl. Stick with the weed.
Love's overrated.
That's it.
What I'd say is, he seems considerate.
Yeah.
Maybe see what she thinks. See how concerned she is that they won't be able to move in. They might still be able to see each other, quite often.
To be fair, 3 years is a long time. Like,
Yeah.
if it survived for that long, probably survive a few more.
Yeah, and I want to know why he can't go there, because if it's timing is, if the timing's wrong, unfortunately, no matter how good your relationship is, it might not work.
Yeah.
So she's obviously, seems really important that she takes this job if it's important for her. It sounds like maybe you can consider moving to
Yeah.
See, me and Jenna done 3 years of long distance.
Yeah.
She was down in Kent, I was up Manchester, whole time at uni. We
Moved
lasted.
together.
Yeah, I said to her, I'm not moving back down. I've got my job and career up here. And then she done the honourable thing and moved up.
honourable.
Well
Honourable
played to
thing.
Jenna.
So, yeah, maybe he can do the same.
Yeah,
He can do the same.
absolutely.
Have a think.
Okay, hi Stephen, Max, Tom, Dave and Joe, who cannot be seen but shall be named. Love the podcast, keep it up. I'm Alex from Devon, 20 years young. I'd like your help on something. I've been really struggling in lockdown to talk to new girls, and I'm struggling with dating apps. Have you got any initial combo starters that I can use to get a bird? Many thanks.
I've got loads.
Yeah.
Just go. This is a voice message, by the way.
Yeah.
Just go. Me so horny. That one usually works.
Yeah.
Call them up and say, "Hi, I'm doing a questionnaire on hot women. Are you one?" That's a classic.
Gets them every time.
Just stick to dating apps. Just go for a play on words. Go for a play on words with the name.
My favourite one was you part of Pearl Harbor? So I'd like to bomb the shit at. No, hang on. No, hang on.
I'd like to bomb
I
you.
remember it.
So hard that you have to join World War II.
I remember it. It goes, are you from World War II? Because I bet. Are you from Pearl Harbor? Because I bet you'd love to blow the hell out of me. That was it. Not bomb you.
Sorry.
Blow you.
Get it right the first time though, because
Blow jobs.
yeah, it's a conversation ender, isn't it?
Also, Pearl Harbor didn't bomb anyone.
I want to bomb you.
Pearl Harbor didn't bomb anyone. It was the Japanese.
That's what I mean. But at Pearl Harbor, I'd like to blow you.
Dating apps, they're very easy to use. Everyone's stuck indoors, nowhere to go. So, yeah, probably just go on there.
Get off the app as soon as possible and try and message them via their mobile number, though.
Yeah.
Gives out.
Hi lads, my name is James and I'm a 13-year-old boy living in Didsbury, Manchester.
Hey.
Local.
Hey.
And I live the podcasts and videos. Don't know if that's a typo.
Lives
Live and breathe.
I need some advice on drama. I was thinking about possibly starting doing more drama in high school, but I'm quite nervous. Just wondering how you guys cope with any anxiety when performing. Thanks in advance. James Dawson.
Cheers, James Dawson.
From Didsbury, Manchester.
Beat yourself up, James.
Dave, you're closest to
Yeah,
his age.
I've done
You do acting.
I've done acting.
Nothing.
For me, it's all about going up and giving it a go. You
Yeah.
gotta get if you gotta get a feel of it before you can say I like it or love it, sort of thing. So if you're too nervous before the show, get over that. Get on stage. I always find I'm at the nervousness just before I'm about to go on.
Yeah.
And as soon as I'm on, and as soon as everyone's there, as soon as I step on stage, it all goes.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely fine. So you've just got to get over the fact of I'm really nervous.
Rehearse.
Make sure
Preparation
you know
is key,
your
isn't it?
lines.
Because you
If you don't know your lines, you look like a tit.
you come into a performance situation underprepared. And
It happens all the time.
same with acting, but with football, like I always, if I'm nervous before a game, it's good. Kind of keeps you on your toes, keeps you sharp, and
it makes you feel. Apparently, nerves is always makes you look like you're enjoying it, like you love it. If you're nervous,
Use the energy going out.
There's a problem when you're not.
If you're not nervous, your heart's not in it.
Yeah. Hello, Stephen, Max, Tom, and Dave. I would like to be anonymous, and I still don't know my sexuality. I can't tell if I'm bisexual or straight. I've been curious for a while now, but I've never been in a relationship with another girl. This is from a girl. Thanks for any advice.
There's maybe you could experiment. Maybe you could meet somebody and give it a whirl, and then afterwards judge on that if you like it or don't like it. That's probably the easiest way to go about it.
No harm in doing so.
Yeah.
I think like don't put a label on it. Just do what makes you happy.
Fucking great advice.
Like if even if you like both, like don't matter. Doesn't matter as long as you're happy, as long as you feel comfortable. What you're doing.
Love is love.
The only label I like to see is a seal of approval on a good film.
Or
saying
a reduced sticker on food.
He's not even wrong. I go into Tesco.
No collar on.
I go into Tesco, and if I don't see a reduced item, I don't buy it.
I've been to Tesco with you, and you only buy the finest, freshest, newest produce.
Out of the bins in the back. Right, we're on the laugh here.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, I don't think if you're looking to have an experience with a girl, I don't think the fact that you're unsure would be off-putting to. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people that are up for a
Shag.
bit of fun. Yeah. And
Agreed.
see what happens. Yeah.
I remember the smile on Max's face when he got a reduced tin of pedigree chum.
This'll do. This'll do just nice.
Right on the ball.
Wow.
The cheapest nut I'll have this week.
Let's wait till IMAX next week.
We do have
This'll
fun.
do.
So I hope that helps with your problem there.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Should we finish with a great question? Before
If you could be in a film,
yeah,
would you
what character would you be?
Me and Max have actually been in a film.
Not Butter Side Down.
Yeah, we were in a.
Don't wait until the finish of the podcast to bring up Butter Side
We were
Down.
in a university production.
Yeah, university production.
nice.
Which we
Is it on YouTube?
had a big.
Yeah.
Oh, don't. Yeah.
Link in the description.
Forget I said anything.
If you want to see some acting and Tom's in it as well, then check out Butter Side Down. Tom went method with it. He was a secret agent.
Yeah.
Slash, I don't know what you were.
I don't know. It was a train wreck when we got our hands on it.
Filmed in a day.
And it was a train wreck after we'd done our best
Yeah.
to salvage it. Some great cameos and Max licking butter off a girl's face. So
It's classic though.
there you go.
It's better than a chihuahua.
On your balls.
Is there any film that's really spoken to you and gone, wow, I'm going to change the way I live?
Mouse Hunt. It's got Lee Evans in it.
Yeah.
It's just like anything he does that I want to do. I was like,
Lovely.
I'm gonna burn my whole house down to try and find a mouse. That's what message I got from that film.
Yeah. Fair play. What about you, Tom?
I've got nothing, mate. I like films based on true stories. Off the top of my head,
Jimmy Grimble.
sure, Jimmy Grimble.
Yeah.
Yeah, went out and
Captain
scored all them goals
Phillips.
after watching that.
He was captain of the team, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What about you, Max?
Lord of the Rings. That was just a massive.
what a
epic.
trilogy.
Right,
Yeah.
Best trilogy
How did that
ever
not
made.
come up
Definitely.
before?
3
Yeah.
films, so each
Yeah.
of them just fucking solid.
I even like the Hobbits. They get a bad review, but I love Martin Freeman.
They were okay, weren't they? You know,
they were
as it goes, they were all right.
It's just great to be in that world again.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Of course, Beethoven, you love that as well.
Yeah. I thought you meant the musician.
No.
The big dog.
Thanks, Dave.
In
Thank
case
you.
anyone was in any doubt as to what that was. Beethoven, big dog.
Yep.
Mine would be Mean Girls.
Yes.
So neat.
Great film.
That's Lindsay Lohan. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been joined by David Reese,
Thank you. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank
Max
you.
Smith, Tom Cooney, Joe McGrath.
Hey.
Stay safe, look after your kids, and bye.
Shout out.
That wasn't a threat when I said look after your kids.